What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Chainlink. Now, Chainlink have stirred up a little bit of controversy pretty recently, so I'm going to talk about what they've been saying and really take a look at what Chainlink can hit in terms of price. Let's be honest, look, Chainlink's the daddy of oracles, so we've got I'm not sure whether it's going to beat its previous high, but let's take a look and see what's going on in the world of Chainlink. Before I get into any of that, though, guys, if you're new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel, and in those videos I bought these cryptos. I showed everyone why I was buying these cryptos, because I expected them to have big profits for many different reasons for all of them. And you can see what the prices were of all these coins when I recorded my videos. You can see the highs that all these coins hit a little less than 18 months on, and what the profit would have been if you'd popped $100 into each one. And if you had done that, exactly $100 into every single one, that would have been a $2,600 investment. Selling a little less than 18 months on, your profit would have been over 123 grand, which is pretty good, right? Now, these are not the coins I hold anymore. I sold these, and since selling them, I've been buying up new cryptos. Every time I spot a crypto that I think can do the big profits that I said with the Thetas and Zilicas and Phantoms, I get in on it. And what I'll do is I'll jump onto my website, which is copymycrypto.com, and I will let all my members know about the coin. I'll let them know what the coin is, what kind of profits I think the coin can have, what percentage of my money I'm putting in. And literally they can copy along. There is no work whatsoever for the members. You know, I'll do the thousands and thousands of hours of research, but I share exactly what I'm doing, and they can copy along. When I sell a coin, I do the same thing. I let them know what coin I'm selling, why I'm selling it, what percentage of my holdings I'm selling, and what I'm doing with my profits, whether it's banking it, whether it's reinvesting it. And again, members can copy along. There is no work whatsoever. If it sounds good to you, making the profits without doing any work, then head over to copymycrypto.com. There's a link in the description. And just read through the site. Have a look at what the members have earned. Have a look at the things I've said in the past. And you can verify it all. It's all on this channel's history. So after you've finished reading it, you can go back through the old videos and confirm everything you read. And if you like it, maybe I'll see you there, guys. So, Chainlink. Chainlink. Currently priced at $7.26. You know, technically, I suppose it did go through, you know, a very short spell in the first... in the bull cycle in 2017, but you can't really, like, it's so short-lived. But in the most recent bull cycle, it ran up to staggering heights. I mean, it hit $52.88. That was its high. Now, if you're unfamiliar, Chainlink's an Oracle network. So Chainlink's a blockchain abstraction layer that enables universally connected smart contracts through a decentralized Oracle network. Chainlink allows blockchains to securely interact with all external data feeds, events, and payment methods, providing the critical off-chain info needed for smart contracts. And the network's driven by a large open source community of data providers, node operators, smart contract developers, researchers, security auditors, and more. And the company focuses on ensuring that decentralized participation is guaranteed for all node operators. Now, there's always been a bit of an interesting situation with regards to Chainlink, like in terms of centralization. Now, yeah, so what's ended up happening is Chainlink's made a controversial move, stirring criticism about decentralization. So, Chainlink has made an important change in its multi-sig wallet. So the multi-signature wallets are designed to prevent any transaction without the signatures of multiple authorities. For example, in today's financial world, companies allow managers to sign decisions according to their authority in the signature circular. In some cases, multiple authorities are required for certain decisions, and even the signatures of the entire board of directors are required for the most important decisions. Now, critical decisions in crypto companies are implemented on smart contracts. These decisions are implemented using multi-sig wallets, which are authorized to execute them. For example, the majority of Pepe coin management took action to exploit the treasury, in these wallets when 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 5 keys provide approval. A transaction can be carried out. Generally, a majority is required for high-level security. So what's happened? Chris Bleck came out criticizing Chainlink. And what's happened is they've reduced the required number of signatures from 4 out of 9 to 4 out of 8. So the 4 out of 8 multi-signature requirement is a security measure that requires 4 out of 8 signatures to authorize a transaction. The new move deserves the criticism according to the previous rules. Because basically this means the multi-sig can change any Chainlink price feed to provide any price that it wants to provide, completely centralized under this multi-sig. And that's kind of the issue, right? It's always been something that has been spoken about. I've spoken about on this channel a lot of times. Chainlink isn't really decentralized. That's a concern. You know, fundamentally, if you are providing price data and price feeds, we need to be able to trust that those are always reliable. And by reducing the threshold for authority to change price feeds, that's kind of concerning. It means, you know, effectively parties could act insidiously to really screw people over. And it wouldn't, you know, their primary goal would be to make as much money as they can, but in doing so, it would screw people over. So, yeah, it's not great. A Chainlink spokesperson stated in a statement that the update is part of a standard signer rotation process to ensure the reliable operation of the Chainlink services. As part of the periodic signer rotation process, the multi-signature Genesis safes used to ensure the reliable operation of Chainlink services has been updated. The rotation of signers has been completed, and the safes maintain the standard threshold configuration 4 out of 9. Now, most DeFi platforms actually use Chainlink. Therefore, if the 4 authorized signers deviate from the normal path, we may suddenly see quite a halt to a number of DeFi protocols. According to Bleck, the centralized risk inherent in Chainlink jeopardizes the future of DeFi projects that rely on Chainlink's oracles for price data. And that's stuff like Aave, MakerDAO, Synthetics, like some of the biggest projects, DeFi projects in the space. So it's kind of a concerning situation, just because, you know, we literally could see DeFi have a real problem. And I've spoken about this. The reason that 2 of my more preferred oracles right now are API 3 and Teller is because that they are truly decentralized and probably the best products on the market in terms of oracles. Now, they certainly don't have the level of integrations that Chainlink has. Chainlink is a beast. Like, I'm not knocking it. Chainlink's absolutely a beast. It's the biggest oracle network. However, the importance of the security of an oracle network cannot be overstated. Like, when we've seen all the bridge hacks over the past few years, that's been down to oracles. You know, that's effectively an oracle. An oracle is the most important thing in this space for DeFi and everything else. And any centralization fundamentally risks the entire DeFi world. Particularly if it's Chainlink, who have the most integrations of basically any crypto in the world. Certainly all oracles. I mean, obviously, Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain probably have the biggest ecosystems. But Chainlink's not exactly far behind. So, yeah, that's kind of a concern. I still don't think it's going to necessarily impact as long as there's not a significant issue. Don't get me, you know, if Chainlink screws up, and if they really significantly screw up, if, you know, 4 signatures made adaptations to the Oracle feed that resulted in DeFi protocols just having to stop, Chainlink's going to have real big issues in terms of price, certainly in the short term moment that was to happen. I'm not saying it will, but overall, Chainlink is still one that's going to make gains. As long as there's no issue, it will make gains. I think $50 is a decent target for it. If it gets above its previous high, which was $52.88, then it's in price discovery mode. We could actually see Chainlink bang up to $100, maybe even $200, maybe even $1,000. You know, not $1,000, but maybe it could run up to like triple digits, because it is so widely integrated with every single crypto project in the space. You know, its importance cannot be overstated. So I wouldn't be shocked to see this get into price discovery mode and do something spectacular. I think realistically the target should be about $50, but it is a legitimate cause for concern about the centralization risk. And personally, I would really love to see a lot more DeFi projects integrating API 3 or Teller, because I just think those two are so much more secure, so much more safe, and fundamentally put your DeFi protocol, don't put it at risk in the same way I think Chainlink does. But let's see. I think it can do $50 though, and it genuinely wouldn't shock me to see it hit $100 or more, because it's massive. It's massive. It's so widely integrated. But let me know what you guys think. Can this do more? Can this do $200, $300? Does anyone actually think it could do 1,000? I mean, that would put it at $500 billion market cap. I just can't see that. But it could do something. It could hit triple. I'm still going to be conservative and say 50. The centralization risk, to me, is quite massive. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And guys, if you just want to take the work out of crypto investing, if you want to make profits without doing any work, that is what copymycrypto.com is. It's where I do all the work. I dive into the markets every day. When I find coins that are winning, and that can do big profits like Phantom, like Theta, like Zilliqa, I get in on them. And what I will do is I will share that info with all the members on Copy My Crypto. I will jump on, I will tell them what the coins are, or the coin is that I'm getting in on, what kind of gains I think it can have, what percentage of my money I'm putting in, and they can copy along. There is literally no work for any of the members. Now, if that sounds good to you, making the same profits as me, except doing no work, go to the site now. There's a link in the description. What you'll be able to see on there are the things I've said in the past and what ended up happening, as well as what the members have earned since being there. And it's all public record. It's all on the history of this channel. You can verify absolutely everything you read. And if it's something you want to try, wonderful. I'll see you there. If it isn't, no worries. There's no obligation to buy, but keep supporting the channel, guys, because without you, there isn't a channel. And that's it for me. Take care. Bye-bye.